Everyone.
Good afternoon.
All right, so the meeting is called to order. Executive Director Gitteroff, please call the roll.
Thank you, Chairman Johnson, and good afternoon,
Good
Commissioner.
afternoon.
Chairman Johnson,
Here.
Commissioner Sacks,
Here.
Commissioner Randall,
Here.
Commissioner Maldonado,
Here.
Commissioner Whitley,
Here.
Commissioner Ellis,
Here.
Commissioner Steele,
Here.
Commissioner Castaneda,
Here.
Commissioner Harden.
Here.
Chairman, we have a quorum.
Very well. This is the portion of the meeting for public participation.
Thank you for joining us today to share your comments with the PBC Board. In compliance with the Open Meetings Act, public participation provides an opportunity for residents to share their comments with our Board of Commissioners. Although this is not a question and answer session, staff are happy to follow up with you after the meeting. As a reminder, public participants must register 2 hours in advance of the meeting and are allowed 2 minutes to provide comments. Also, as stated in PBC's resolution adopted by the board, all public comments must be limited to issues of concern before the board or its committees. Remarks of a personal nature directed toward a member of the board, employees of the commission, or any other individual will not be permitted. Although we welcome public participation and public comment at our meetings, conduct or behavior that is not respectful or in violation of our anti-harassment policy will not be tolerated. Thank you again for joining us today. Mary Pat?
Thank you. First speaker is Mr. George Blakemore.
Anti-harassment publicly one's behavior, job, goods, and contract. Mr. Blakemore, where are you? I'm in the Public Building Commission. And all of these people that you're showing the public, they're all Democrats. A one-party system is not healthy. Now, I asked, I said, what about this man right over here? Is he with the Board of Education? Yes. But was the mayor with the Board of Education? Yes. Each bone is connected to the other. We need a check and balance. We need harmony. We need unity. Now, every time I come here, I see somebody that attack me, physically attack me, and they bring it right in front of me. An intergovernmental agreement now between the county and the city and the state. They're all in it together. It's like a conspiracy, a one-party system. I didn't want to go red, but I couldn't stay blue. I didn't want to flip red or go red. But what about go black? God has given us everything we need. All we have to do is use what God has given us. We are great people, and what we have to do is to unite. Because these people are not coming over here, waiting across the river to empower us, to help us. They coming to compete with us. We need to unite Black people.
Thank you, Mr. Blakemore.
Please,
Our next speaker is Mr. Tyler.
please, please. We need to unite. We need to help each other.
Thank you, Mr. Blakemore.
Thank you. Thank you. One party system.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Chairman. I'm sorry we don't have Madam President of the Board here, Ms. Betwinkle. So, Mr. Mayor, you are the education mayor. Well, you're not doing much for education when it comes to the athletic facilities that are in so dire need of our students. Morgan Park High School needs lights on its fields. And flooding, there was flooding issues there. Shirley High School needs a complete athletic changeover. They've got no track near them. They've got no artificial turf near them. So please build one there. And DuSable High School needs its facility completely renovated so that those students have a nice athletic facility. Now, I don't know if you were aware that CPS has over 100 schools in violation of the American Disabilities Act. People can't even get into these schools, 100 plus schools that are in a wheelchair because they don't even have a ramp to the first floor of the building. That's pathetic. That law was passed in 1992. It's time to stop those violations immediately. And the PBC could build those ramps in a heartbeat. Finally, let's talk about revenue. The city is hurting for money. Whether it's the RTA, the CTA, parks, schools, there's all room for advertising revenue on trains, the CTA, the rapid transit, buses, inside the rail cars, in Soldier Field, outside of Soldier Field, and every single CPS stadium, and then tennis courts. And there are tons of tennis courts, and tennis is growing in the city, despite everybody's fascination with pickleball. And the park
Thank you,
district
Mr.
itself
Bowman.
has got the same number of facilities, gyms that could also have advertising
The next
revenue.
speaker is Mr. Craig Bergman.
Good afternoon, my name is.
Good afternoon.
Berglund, CEO of Berglund Construction. And Mayor Johnson and the entire Public Building Commission, we are here pleased to let you know that your project, the Chicago Joint Public Safety Outdoor Scenario Village for the Police and Fire Phase 2, has won 2 significant awards. They are merit awards from the Chicago Building Congress, and we won them last week. First one is the best project in the city of Chicago in 2025 for commercial construction under 50 million. And the second one is for 2025, the Equity Champion. This is the inaugural year for that award, and really pays respect to the project that worked hard at bringing in diversity and inclusion in the community. So we're very proud of that. We thank you for having us. With me is our team partners, Brown and Moman, Ernest Brown and Dijon from Moody Nolan. So they're here with us today. They were integral in the entire project. This is a world-class facility. I believe you're already getting visitors from all over the country to come and see what has been built there. And it was long in the making. I think it was over 50 years since the last training facility was built. We want to give a special thank you to Alderman Emma Mitz for her teamwork and unwavering support. I know this was a labor of love for her, a passion project for her in the neighborhood. And that meant a lot for us to be a part of it. And finally, thank you, Ray Gitteroff, for bringing this team together and providing the guidance and the leadership throughout the design and construction. Those 2 awards sitting in front of you are solid concrete. And I knew that Ray would be able to carry them out of here and put them in the display case. They're very heavy, and we thank you for letting us be here.
Thank you, Mr. Bergman. Chairman, that concludes our speakers.
Thank you very much. For consideration to approve the minutes regarding the regular meeting held April 8th, 2025. There's a motion to approve. Is there a second? Second. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed? This motion is approved. Now for the report of the Administrative Operations Committee regarding the meeting held on May 7th, 2025. Committee Chairman Jose Maldonado will present this report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The committee held a meeting on May 7th, 2025. Our report is as follows. The Director of Procurement reported on 6 task order awards for environmental engineering, environmental rental demo, and geotechnical specialty consultant services to all minority business enterprise or minority and women business enterprise firms. The reports are under tab A4A. The Director of Procurement reported on the selection of firms to provide photographic documentation services to the PBC. He also reported on bid opening for CDOT projects contract C1620 and C1621 for alley projects and contract, C1622 for WPA street reconstruction projects. The Executive Director will provide additional details during his report. The Executive Director reported on field orders and provided a recommendation to ratify a change order in the credit amount of $74,113.88 for the Debt Elementary School Annex and renovation projects under tab A4B. He also reported on various outreach opportunities. The AO committee accepted the recommendations and reports from the PBC representatives, and that concludes my report.
Thank you, Chairman. Is there a motion to accept the report?
There is, I move we accept the report.
Is there a second? Second. It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? All those in favor of accepting this report signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. Now for consideration and approval of the sale and assignment of existing agreement between Tilton Kelly plus Bell LLC. Our executive director will provide the recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In November of 2018, PBC accepted Tilton Kelly and Bell LLC to provide architect of record services under a task order-based master agreement. Recently, Martha A. Bell and Michael J. Kelly sold the firm to a longtime employee, Michelle K. Bowman. The new name is Tilton Kelly and Bell PLLC. Under Ms. Bowman's leadership, Tilton Kelly and Bell PLLC will continue to be a woman-owned architecture and interior design firm maintaining the same commitment to excellence and innovation. The PBC performed due diligence reviews of Tilton Kelly Bell PLLC and requests the board's approval of the proposed assignment of the task order-based master agreement to Tilton Kelly and Bell PLLC. And that concludes my report for item A5.
Thank you, Executive Director. Is there a motion to approve this
I
recommendation?
have a question.
Sure. If there's a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded for discussion. The chair recognizes Commissioner Sacks.
Thank you. Were all insurance policies transferred or were no insurance policies put in place?
Transferred, and as part of that due diligence, we did confirm that Ms. Bowman is a licensed architect in the state of Illinois.
Thank you.
Fair. Any other questions from the commissioners? It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Now for A6, consideration and approval of the appointment of firms to provide photographic documentation services to the Public Building Commission of Chicago, and our Executive Director Gitteroff will provide the recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On February 27th of 2025, PBC issued requests for proposals for photographic documentation services. These services include construction photo and video documentation and organization, management, storage, online viewing, and sharing capabilities of all project imagery. On March 12th, 2025, PBC hosted a pre-submission conference. 4 proposals were received on March 20th, 2025. An evaluation committee reviewed the respondents' qualifications, experience, and commitment to minority and women business participation. Following the committee's initial review, 3 firms were invited to an interview with the evaluation committee. Each respondent was asked to detail their proposed organizational structure, detailed approach to the services, value add, and commitment to utilize minority and women business enterprise participation throughout the life of the agreement. Following the interviews, the evaluation committee recommends appointment of all 3 firms. First, Moreno Architects Limited, doing business as JGMA, a certified minority business enterprise. Joining us today are representatives from JGMA sitting behind me. Next, Musterman Services LLC, doing business as Multivista. Representative from Multivista is also here joining us. Lastly, Pixel Rated Media Inc., a minority-owned firm. Joining us today is a representative from Pixel Rated as well. Welcome to all of you. PBC looks forward to working with this talented group of firms on the unique services they bring to our agency. PBC will negotiate master agreements with each firm. Additionally, the firms will be required to provide task order specific MBE WB compliance plans and updated insurance certificates for each request for services. The master term agreements will be valid for an amount not to exceed $500,000 and will offer a term of 3 years with 2 one-year extension options. That concludes my report for item A6.
Thank you, Executive Director Gitteroff. Is there a motion to approve this recommendation?
I'm pleased to make this motion.
Very well. There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Does anyone wish to speak to this recommendation? It's been moved and seconded.
I would.
Yes,
like to-
Commissioner Sacks.
Would you also provide for us during the contract period examples of the work that they did in the past? I think all of the commissioners would like to have a look at that.
Sure. Excellent question. Excellent request. We have that information for the next board meeting. We'll insert that into your board books if that's okay.
Very well. Any other commissioners? Thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Now for the report by the Executive Director regarding regular reports, development status, and other matters. The Chair recognizes Executive Director Gitteroff.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, brief update regarding our activities since the last meeting. On April 9th, PBC was honored to participate in HESIA's vertical design panel discussion along with other representatives from the Capital Development Board, DuPage County, and University of Illinois at Chicago. HACIA is one of PBC's assist agencies. PBC previously participated in HACIA's vertical design panel discussion in 2024. It's always a great networking event to spotlight upcoming opportunities and collaborate with one another. Since we met last, 6 community hiring events have been conducted for CDOT's WPA reconstruction projects and the Forest Preserve District of Cook County's Bobbejaన్ Woods Boat Launch Restroom and Utilities Project. In the future, 2 additional events are currently being planned for May 15th and May 19th for the CDOT WPA reconstruction project. On April 17th, PBC hosted its 6th quarterly assist agency conference with representatives from Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership, HACIA, Hire 360, and the Illinois State Black Chamber of Commerce. As a result of our conference, HACIA and Hire 360 have invited us to present at their upcoming May meetings. Next month, I'll provide you with an update regarding those events. Our next assist agency conference is scheduled for July 17th of 2025. On April 28th, PBC staff attended a master class presented by Harriet's Daughters on the topic of diversity, disparity, and discrimination, and safeguarding inclusion programs in today's legal landscape. As a participant in the city's government procurement compliance task force, we were honored to join the city's procurement department and other leaders for this important conversation. On May 1st, PBC attended the Chicago Department of Aviation Expo and Job Fair at the UIC Forum. Our staff were able to network and connect with several small businesses and owners at the event. Next, on May 21st, we will host our 2nd annual PBC Connection session at Malcolm X College. This event will focus on upcoming opportunities and doing business with PBC. We are planning on-site networking with the PBC's pre-qualified general contractors, pre-approved job order contracting firms, MBE, WE firms, subcontractors, vendors, suppliers, and assist agencies. Most importantly, administrators and students from our partners at the Dawson Technical Institute and CPS's Chicago Builds program will also be in attendance. Those students will have an opportunity to meet face-to-face with contractors to discuss employment opportunities. Next month, I plan on providing you an update regarding that effort. Also, as you just heard from our joint venture team, the Joint Public Safety Training Campus Outdoor Scenario Village for Police and Fire Phase 2 won 2 awards at the Chicago Building Congress Merit
Might be an
Awards.
appropriate time to applause, I think. I don't know if that's in your comments.
Oh, it's a applause for applause.
We'll make sure if we're lucky enough to get a photo with them. I don't know.
That's the only reason they came.
Oh, okay.
And really, the commitment from Fred and Ernest, the partnership and the collaboration speaks volumes of not just these awards, but their success in collaborating with one another to deliver this important project. So
Have
proud
them
to
stand
work
up.
with you guys.
Yeah, please.
Can you please stand up?
Yeah, they're being bashful, aren't they? All right.
As Fred alluded to earlier, the first is in the category of commercial construction under 50 million, and the second as the Chicago Building Congress Equity Champion. The commercial construction award recognizes projects for their distinctive and functional design, innovative approach to project challenges, complexities of construction and safety record, along with impact on the community and inclusion initiatives. The CBC Equity Award recognizes project teams that have demonstrated exceptional commitment to promoting inclusion, diversity, equity, and accessibility. The team was recognized for implementing programs that foster diversity and inclusion within the workplace, execute creative and effective strategies that help address and overcome barriers to equity, and incorporate community outreach and partnerships that promote inclusivity and support underrepresented groups. This transformative project is an outdoor training village for the Chicago Police and Fire Departments on a 12.5-acre site that includes 5 full-scale training structures that enhance the readiness of Chicago's first responders, directly contributing to public safety. This is a one-of-a-kind transformative training campus. The PBC, along with all of its partners from the design build team, Berglund Construction, and Brown and Molman joint venture, its architect of record, Moody Nolan, our partners at Fleet and Facility Management and the Office of Public Safety Administration are proud of winning this award. It serves the city's comprehensive joint best practice training for the Chicago Fire Department, Chicago Police Department, and the Office of Emergency Management and Communications. The awards celebrate this outstanding project and, more importantly, the team's exceptional commitment to excellence. Again, wanted to thank all of our team members who joined us here today. Fred Berglund, Ernest Brown, and Dejan Dunmore. Thank you. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Executive Director. We please add Commissioner Preckwinkle to the roll call, please.
Yes.
And with leave from the body, if we can add her as voting in the affirmative of all previous items.
Please, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Welcome. Very well. Is there a motion to accept this report?
There is.
Is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. Any other comments or well wishes? Seeing no hands from the commissioners, all those in favor of accepting this report signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This report is accepted. Now for the city of Chicago, for the consideration of approval of the war contract C-1620 for the Chicago Department of Transportation Capital Program. It's alleys at various locations. And that's package number 3. And our executive director will provide this recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On March 18th, with our partners at CDOT, PBC invited all contractors to bid on the CDOT capital program for various alleys at 6 locations. The project consists of full depth alley pavement reconstruction and associated work. On April 3rd of 2025, we hosted pre-bid and technical review meetings. On April 17th, 3 responsive bids were received, and following review, we recommend the award to Summit Construction Company, Inc., a certified minority business enterprise firm in the amount of $3,204,888.46. A representative from Summit Construction is joining us here today. That concludes my report for item B1.
Very well. Is there a motion to approve this recommendation?
There is a motion.
Is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Now for the consideration of approval to award contract C-1621 for the Chicago Department of Transportation Capital Program. More alleys at various locations. This is package number 4. The chair recognizes Executive Director Gittero.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On March 25th, with our partners at CDOT, we invited all contractors to bid on the CDOT capital program for various alleys at 5 locations. The project consists of full depth alley pavement reconstruction and associated work. On April 7th of 2025, we hosted pre-bid and technical review meetings. On April 24th, 3 responsive bids were received, and following review, we recommend the award to MQ Sewer and Water Contractors, Inc., doing business as MQ Construction Company, Inc., in the amount of $3,665,714.25. We are looking forward to our continued partnership with CDOT on the successful completion of these alley projects. That concludes my report for item B2.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion to approve this
There is.
recommendation? Is there a second? It's been moved and seconded. Please, the chair recognizes Commissioner Preckwinkle.
What was the reason for forward construction?
President Preckwinkle, good question. They inadvertently included information in their bid that deemed them non-responsive in the way of qualifying their bid, which is not something that we accept. We discussed the matter with BOA directly. They recognized the inadvertent submission of documents that weren't part of the bid and understood the status and agreed that their bid was non-responsive.
Okay, thank you.
Or well, any other questions? Is there a motion?
There is a.
The motion has already been made and seconded. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. For B3, it's a consideration of approval to award contract C-1622 to the Works Progress Administration, WPA Street Reconstruction Project, which is North Mason Avenue, west on 56th Place, and South Point Avenue. The Executive Director Gritteroff will provide this recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On April 14th of 2025, with our partners at CDOT, we invited all contractors to bid on the Works Progress Administration WPA Street Reconstruction Project at 3 different locations. The project consists of full pavement reconstruction and excavation along with site improvements. On April 21st of 2025, we hosted pre-bid and technical review meetings. On May 6th of 2025, we received 3 responsive bids, and following review, we recommend the award to Pan Oceanic Engineering Company, Inc., a certified minority business enterprise firm in the amount of $7,164,497.98. A representative from Pan Oceanic Engineering Company is here today with us. We will continue to coordinate our work with our partners at CDOT on the successful delivery of these critical infrastructure improvement projects throughout the city. That concludes my report for item B3.
Thank you very much. Is there a motion to approve this recommendation? There's a motion. Is there a second? Anyone wish to speak to this recommendation? Seeing no hands, all those in favor of approving this recommendation signify by saying aye. Any opposed, say nay. This motion is approved. Is there a motion to adjourn?
There is a motion to.
There is a